not looking great. Let's put a bit more foundation on so I can do this video, even if anyone comes into the video, because it is early morning. I did this the other day. I mean, my eyeshadow stayed on pretty well. It's under the eyes. And the lipstick's coming off as well. So not good, but it's been on for hours at this point. When did I do the live? Can't even remember. I think it might be 9 o'clock, and now it's 5:30 in the morning. What I'll do is really, really quick. It's going to be a click. It's going to be a quick. Let's try and get this lipstick off, and then we can put one over the top. Yeah, it's going to be a quick live, I think. So I can't swatch anything with it being a Christmas present, and I've already swatched the other palette that it's a dupe for. Yeah, the eyeshadow stayed on really, really well. It's the Juvia's Place, the Rustic Bronze. So, what I want to do, like I said, I've got a dupe palette. When you guys come to watch this video, I have got a dupe palette which looks like this, of the Natasha Denona Yucca. My mum has kindly gifted me the Natasha Denona Yucca for Christmas, but she said we could do a first impression. So first of all, I want to talk about the palette itself. What I feel about it now I've got it in my hands. Do I feel like it's better than I imagined, or is it meh? So it came from Look Fantastic, so looks like that. It's still in the packaging. And it was £38.40. They was having a 40% off sale, so this was on sale, and so was the Xenon. So the Xenon is coming as well, very, very soon. I think that's coming on Friday. The Beauty Bay palette is coming in the next couple of days as well, which I'll show. I'll show all palettes when they get here, but then they'll have to go to my mum's, so that she can wrap them up. So I really do like, yeah, my handprints are on it already. I really do like the outer packaging of this palette. It almost feels like, it's ombre. It's ombre, but it feels like something else. But yeah, it's really, really nice. And then inside, I was so worried when it came, because normally, I don't know if it's Look Fantastic now or Cult Beauty. I get mixed up. I'm sure they're in partners with one another. But it came just in a box and a bit of brown paper over it. And it's like, I'm sure they used to actually put a box within a box. So like when palettes were coming broken, they got so fed up with it, so fed up with having to replace it, they started putting them on their own little boxes. But that didn't happen, so it might have been Cult Beauty that did that and not Look Fantastic. So, I mean, look at that, guys. I am so happy with it. Part of me wishes I could have it now. So what we're going to do is I'm going to take mine out of my palette, and we're just going to compare them. We're just going to go along the rows and compare them. And see how close my one is to this one. Now there's one that's got a triochrome in. I think the colour is pretty much spot on, but the fact that my one has got a triochrome in it is not. So what I'm going to do as we go along is just take them out of this and measure them up on the palette. because I can't swatch anything, and this might be a boring video for some of you guys, but I think it's a fun idea. You all must be sleeping. I'm doing this now so I can take it to my mum's tomorrow. So the first one is this one. This is from the Zendo. You can see it's got a duochrome shift. So then, don't ask me to pronounce the names because I've looked at the palette already of the Natasha Denona Yucca. Oh, I can pronounce this one. So that one's Plantasia. So they have got a similar look about them. Hi Angela, how are you? So yeah, they have got a very similar look. Like I said, I can't do any swatches. I feel like this one's lighter. And this one's more, I don't know, more bronze. I wish I could do the swatches for you and compare them, but we'll be doing that at Christmas when I actually get the palette. The next one in the Yucca palette is this matte here. That one's called Calathea. How are you doing today, Angela? Are you well? So my one has come from, I think it's, no, it's not the gold palette. It may have come from the Zendo as well, but it's definitely a Natasha Denona shade. Don't ask me what the shade name is, but that's what it looks like. I'm good, thank you. I'm glad you're well. Yeah, they are a little bit similar. I feel like this one is more of a forest green. That one is a lot darker, in my opinion. But I don't think I got the palette that far off. I've spoke to people who have this palette and they've said it's pretty spot on. So at Christmas, I'm going to do, I don't think it'll be Christmas Day, maybe Boxing Day or something like that. I'll do one eye with the Natasha Denona Yucca, and then one eye with my own interpretation of it. I went to Sephora today to pick up an item to review. Oh, am I subscribed to your channel? Sorry, I'm really dehydrated. Because I don't know that I am. Right. I do not know how to pronounce this. I'll try. Cormorby. It's a beautiful gold. This one here. Just seeing it and just looking at them and then looking at mine, it's making me want to swatch them. I'm not sure I can check. I don't know. Is your username Angela Downey over there as well? I'm having a giveaway soon. You're probably not going to put it out to the international people though, are you? It's so expensive. Right. So, then we've got this one from my Natasha Denona Gold. They are pretty much spot on. Like, they don't look spot on, need a lie, but like me looking at both of them face on now, they are pretty much spot on. Right, next one is Angela Downey TV. Rings a bell, but it could be because aren't you subscribed to Tammy Robershaw? It could be because I've seen you leave comments over there, and also maybe on Francis's channel as well, Happiness Sparkles. But I need to go and have a look because if I'm not, I'll be subscribing after this. Right, the next one is, why can't I pronounce these names? Akasaya or something like that. That one there. I watched Tammy and Chris. That's probably what it is. I've probably seen you on their channels. Because I watch Chris as well, but just not as much as Tammy. I'm still trying to get through Tammy's videos now. It's like, oh, Tammy, I've got 11 to catch up on. This one, this Colourpop one, I think it may be from the child. What have I got in my hand? I feel like it's a little bit darker than the Akasaya shade. Yeah, I feel like it is. Like that's more khaki, and I would say that's more brown. Oh, I'm dipping my fingers in. That's more brown. Tammy is so funny. She is funny. Camu looks a lot more vibrant than the one I've got, so that's that one there. But mine's pretty vibrant as well. Mine's from Triochrome, I think. The Natasha Denona Triochrome, that's that one there. I think it's the shade Vert. You'll see that they are both very, very vibrant. So my shades are all over the place. They're from different Natasha Denona palettes. I wasn't going to get this at all. Who did a kind of review on it? I think it was Morgan Turner, and I didn't like the look she did. I didn't like the swatches she did. And then I watched Martina Lily. I watched a show of Martina Lily, and I'm like, thanks for that. But luckily, it was on sale, and my mum said that she'd get it me for Christmas, so that's cool. I don't know if I've done that, or it was like that when it came. It's got like a little mark in it now. Speaking of Tammy, she's just added something to a story. So Tipu, this one here, and this one, I think mine is a little bit, yeah, it's definitely more vibrant. But they could pass for one another. Then we've got Elysian. This one looks more silver than the one I've brought out, and mine looks more darker, if you see. But I feel like you could get the same effect. So that one's from the Glam. That's the only one I've got in here, I think, from the Natasha Denona Glam. Valley. This one here. I feel like this is too light. Is it? No, it looks pretty much spot on. So that's that. Citrine. So that's that one there. And I feel like this Colourpop one here is too vibrant. That Colourpop one matches that more than it does that. So that's that. Then we've got Ray, this one here. And for Ray, this is another one from the Too Faced Gold. Yeah, a little bit. So that's that one. This one's a duochrome. So that's that. So we've done the first two rows. Okay. I'm seeing similarities between the ones that I've pulled. It's not 100% dupe, but you're not going to get 100% dupe unless you can actually, you know, swatch things. And I can't swatch this. It's a brand new palette that can't be touched till Christmas Day kind of thing. But I can do a first impressions on it. I can see it. I can say if I like it, if it's worth the money. It's definitely worth £38.40. £64 on the other hand. I won't know until I've used it. Right, so Flax, this chocolate brown here. It shouldn't be that hard getting a chocolate brown that's similar because, yeah, they are very, very similar. Then we've got Fuchsia. I think I've got a similar shade to this as well. This one came out of the Natasha Denona Triochrome. Yeah, that's very, very similar. Maybe that's a bit more orange. Then this is where it's going to change kind of thing. They do look similar shades, but This came out of the Trio Chrome, and it shifts. So it shifts like 3 different ways because it's a Trio Chrome, whereas Macchia doesn't. I was reading the back of the box, and it does say that there's some duochromes in here. I want to say if there's duochromes in here, without me actually touching them, I'd probably say Plantasia and maybe Macchia. I don't think there'll be any others. Maybe just even Plantasia, because in these midi-sized palettes, you only tend to put 1 duochrome in, because obviously they're more expensive to make than, you know, than just normal shimmer eyeshadows. So, where is it? Here. Similar vibes. Yeah, I'm getting the vibe of it. I would say this is definitely better. Ixia. I feel like that's very, very similar to that brown there. I could definitely do a dupe palette look with it. I'm confident in that. I've done them before on other palettes. I think I did it with, no, I know I did it with the Natasha Denona Gold, and also I had one from Shein, Sheglam, and that Sheglam palette was very, very good considering it's a Sheglam palette. Right, this one isn't, no, it's nowhere near. You can see that this one's lighter, and the last shade is Willow. So yeah, what are my thoughts on the palette, on the Yucca palette? Am I glad to have it? Will it bring something extra to my collection? Yes, to both of those. The only downside to this palette, it's a 15 pan eyeshadow palette, and you're only getting 5 shimmers, metallics, duochromes, whatever they are. I'll be able to tell you more at Christmas, like I said. And I like more than that in a palette. I would like to have had 2 more at least. I don't mind there being more mattes, but I mean, give us a little bit more for our money, because I mean, at full price, this would cost £64. I believe it's $69 US, but it was on sale for £38.40. I don't know what that would equate to in US dollars on Look Fantastic, and I just had to snatch it up because I've wanted this palette last June. Yeah, it was June. Last June, I made a video and I said something like, I made this up then. I made this palette up then, but it's been apart and come back in ever since then. So it was a video like, if I can dupe it, I won't buy it. And I've done a whole series on that. But it's always been on my mind. This palette has always been on my mind. And even when I watched it recently, my mum offered to get it me for Christmas, and I told her no, and chose a different palette, then I still wanted it, you know. So I went and watched somebody else's channel. She did 3 beautiful, amazing looks, and I'm like, I really, really want that palette now. Can we get it? So yeah, I feel very, very blessed to have it. I think this one is a duochrome. I just opened it up again and looked at it, and it's shifting. It's shifting like this one. This one's drying up though now. I don't know what shade it is, but it's from the Zender. So it shifts like that. Yeah, it's getting really dry. I don't know if it's the hard pan. I mean, I've had the Zender for quite a long time. I don't know if it's a hard pan or just that it's expiring. It is a beautiful colour though. It's more of a topper. And then I need to show you a different one actually. I need to show you that Trio Chrome, and then I'll kind of let you go. I mean, there's only one person in now anyway. I just appreciate you guys that are watching, because I didn't think anyone would be. So this is just a thing of beauty. I don't want to put it on the Yucca palette really. It's so smooth. That's better than anything that you would get in the Natasha Yucca palette, because it's come from my Trio Chrome palette. and it costs, like, the Triochrome palette costs, I think, 120 or 125, one or the other. And obviously the smaller midi palettes only cost, I don't want to say only like that, because they're darn expensive, aren't they? Even the mini palettes are expensive. They're £24. And what I'm trying to say is, in the Natasha Denona mini size, they're not going to put Triochromes in there when they're too expensive to make. So that's it there. That's the Scarab shade that I've just showed from my palette. What I'm going to do, I think when I do my next Shop My Stash, no, it won't be when I do my next Shop My Stash, because let me show you what I'm not going to do. I'm not going to pull out a palette in my next Shop My Stash. Just let me put this palette away, and then I can take it to my mum's tomorrow night. What I'm going to do is, yeah, not pull a palette. Let me put these brushes away. I normally pull at least one palette out, don't I? So I'm not going to do that, because I'm not getting to these particular shadows that I specifically pulled out because I want to use them more. I've got some singles, like multi-chromes, and I don't know if they're okay to keep. I think some of them need to be kind of binned, which is breaking my heart, because these are like multi-chromes and duochromes, and they cost a lot of money. I might do some swatches on these ones in here. So I pulled these out 2 weeks ago. So some are from Pastel Roses, some are from, well, there's one from Glam Shop, and then there's one from a brand, they don't exist anymore, but they're called Titmouse Cosmetics. So I'll tell you what they are as we go through them. These down here are Colourpop. So what, sorry, up here are Colourpop. So what I intend to do is use these with these. Then we've got a deck of Scarlet Blush, a deck of Scarlet Highlight. So I feel like next Shop My Stash, which is coming up, I need to organise that soon, because I'm already kind of, it should have been done already, but I need to be using the P. Louise, what's it called, Vacation palette, and then I can do a Shop My Stash. But I'll take some of these out. I'll take the ones that will, I think I've only used this one. And that one's called Morocco. That's a beautiful multi-chrome, but I feel like it's, you know, coming to its expiry date if it's not already there yet. Let's just swatch them. Let me take that other thing off. Right, this one is a really good inner corner, like kind of highlight situation. It's marbled. It's called Illinois. Can you see there? It's marbled. It's got like brown specks in it. And it was from the brand Titmouse Cosmetics. And it's just plain white silver. There's nothing special about it, but it's so smooth. That's what that one looks like. Very, very smooth. Then we've got one from Glam Shop. Giggles, or Giggle. It's a bit dirty on the back. So that is that. It's got like gold speckles in it, which is nice. Oh, that's, oh, it's got a blue shift. I forgot about that. That's pretty. Right, the next one is a multi-chrome from Pastel Roses. I think it's called Spectrum. Yeah, it is. That's what that one looks like. And these are the ones I want to be using this upcoming week. Oh, that's beautiful. Those two would go nice together. What's this one? Is this from Pastel Roses? You know, I don't actually know. All it says is Moonlight. Doesn't say it's from Pastel Roses, but if I've not got it from Pastel Roses, I really don't know where else I could have got it from. I think it came around Halloween. And I think it's just one of their shimmers. I think it was more of a freebie. And I've got more shades than this as well. This is what is kind of getting to me a little bit. I'm not going to be focusing on my palettes as much. I've got new palettes that I need to be focusing on. I don't know if I like that, but it was free. I just need to know if I need to declutter any of these shimmers, or multi-chrome, should I say. Right, Pink Lemonade. So that looks like that. That feels rough as well. You know, I've had them quite a while, so it's, if I do have to declutter them, I've got no one to blame but myself. But isn't that pretty? Yeah, there's definitely a shift there as well. Because it looks pink and then, yeah, it looks gold, like a pinky gold on camera. Right, and then there's only 5 more. So I won't swatch the Colourpop singles I've got, because the Colourpop singles, the neutral singles, nothing special about them. So we've got Pastel Roses California, which is that one there. I don't think it's a duochrome or anything from memory. Because some of them were shimmers, some of them were duochromes, and then I only got a couple, 3 multi-chromes, should I say, sorry. That's that one. This one is a duochrome though, it's one of the last ones I got. Pixie. Let's put it on the hand. Can't really see it. Right, I'm going to take these off then. Unusual. Normally they show up more there. Wonder if they'll show up there. You can see it, but not much. I wonder if that's expiring. See, this is why I need to try them on the eyes. Oh, it's really, really pretty. Even there, you're not seeing it. I don't know. Like I said, you know, if I feel like they've expired, they're going to have to be thrown out. Right, so the next one we've got Soothsayer. Some of them just feel creamier than others. Oh, that's nice. It's like a blue purple. Let's turn my light down a minute, see if that helps. now you can see it like it's yellow here, but then it goes like a peachy orange there, the duochrome one. I think this is just a metallic. And then this is such a gorgeous shade, but when I wore it, it was either the glitter glue, so next time I wear it, I'm not going to be wearing a glitter glue. It was either the glitter glue or it's the shade. And if it's the shade, it needs to be decluttered. Or I might try and wear it on my nails as nail powder, like, you know, nail varnish. So that one is Marope. Yeah, Marope. It's very smooth. Just look at that shade. It's very smooth. And it's like a blue to green shift. And its swatch is fine. It was just on my eyes that it was a hot mess. It started getting patchy everywhere. But it was raining that day, so it could have been the rain. So there are a number of factors that it could have been. Right, the last shade in these pastel roses, and that's just these ones. I'm not going to swatch the rest that I've got, just because we'll do that another time. I'll leave these pastel shades in this palette, and we'll just swatch the other shades that I've got another time. Somebody asked me to do this, and I didn't do it. So Magic Potion, I got that as a freebie as well when I placed an order. The order wasn't for me, it was for a friend. And this is just a straight up metallic too. I only got that one last year, so that one will be okay. That one's pretty. I like that. So I don't really think there was anything else to discuss. I came on here really to discuss the Natasha Denona Yucca Palette and basically compare my shades against, the actual Yucca palette. I'm quite surprised at how similar I managed to get it. I mean, all the shades aren't all similar, but a lot of the shades are. So at Christmas, like I said, I will be doing comparisons on the arms of both palettes, and then we'll do one eye with my Dupe palette and one eye with the Natasha Denona Yucca, and then I can put these eyeshadows back into the respective Natasha Denona and Colourpop palettes. Colourpop wise, I've only actually took 1, 2, 3. I've only got 3 Colourpop eyeshadows in this. The rest are from Natasha Denona palettes, mainly from minis, but like the ones this size and obviously this size are from the Natasha Denona Gold and Natasha Denona Trail Chrome. So like I said earlier, I'm planning on using this in lives coming up, and also this. So look out for that. It will be in the next few days because that's when I'm due to kind of do my Shop My Stash again. Look out for that. I don't normally do lives at this time of day. 6 o'clock in the morning for me. It's very, very early. But I couldn't sleep, so I just thought, I know what I'll do. I'll do this live before I try and get back to sleep. So thank you for watching. If you've not already liked the video, please could you like it? It does really help my channel out massively. If you've not checked out my other channel, Embracing My Curls, I would love for you to do that. I'm going to be going live over there when I get to 50 subscribers. Somebody's asked me to do a hair care empties, and I can't do it until I get to 50 subscribers, so I would really, really appreciate your help in that. And I'll speak to you all again soon. Bye guys.